Okay, reaction. This is the fifth. I've done four of these. This is the fifth one. What's the dumbest thing an American has ever told you? It seems like a lot of these have to deal with geography and culture and whether or not they have internet outside of the United States. Or what do they do? How do you get food and things like that? Like if they're from Africa, they're wearing grass skirts and hunting with spears and things like that. Just complete and utter ignorance. But let's see what this one brings us. Let's see what this brings us. What's the dumbest thing an American has ever told you? This is the fifth one.
An American has ever said to you?
So in 2017, I went to take a course in South Carolina at a university there, and we were all talking about how we wound up at that place. And somebody asked me, "How did you find out about the course?" And I said, "I saw it online." And they asked me, "Do you guys have internet in Brazil?"
Yeah, that's the same thing that I saw yesterday, where somebody said that they bribed the monkeys or something like that. Of course they have internet. It's called the World Wide Web, people. World Wide Web.
I almost said no, but I was so paralyzed I couldn't say anything. I've also been asked if we wear bikinis every day to work.
Of course you do. Everybody wears bikinis to work. The guys wear the banana hammocks, and the girls wear the bikinis. And yeah.
In Rio, and if there are monkeys on the street for us to play with.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You don't just walk to work in your bikini and your banana hammock. You also carry bananas with you, so the monkeys can play with them. It's that's what it's like there. I mean, yeah. But amazing they have internet too. Amazing, isn't it?
I'm kind of curious. What is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
Well, I remember visiting Warner Brothers, and our tour guide, in the beginning of the tour, he asked us where we all were from, and I told him that I was from Turkey. And every single time he would show something or tell us something, he would always say, "Well, you probably don't have that in Turkey." And I had to correct him every single time. It would be, "Highways, but you probably don't have that in Turkey."
Of course not. They ride around on camels all day long. They go from oasis to oasis. That's how they live in Turkey, obviously.
Dumpsters, you probably don't have that in Turkey.
Yep, no dumpsters either. No trash cans or anything like that. You probably just bury it in the sand.
Stray cats, you probably don't have that in Turkey.
Nope.
Netflix, you probably don't have that
What's Netflix? I have no idea what Netflix in Turkey. Please perish the thought.
in Turkey. Ellen show, you probably don't have that
Yeah, Ellen. Ellen? Who's Ellen?
in Turkey and stuff like that. Like, where do you think I'm from? What do you think is here? A desert?
Yep.
Do you think we're riding camels?
That must be what they're thinking because oh,
I don't know.
this is a tour guide too. You probably don't have those in Turkey. You probably don't have those in Turkey. Well, how the hell would you know if he has them in Turkey or not if you've never been to Turkey? Apparently you haven't, because you telling him what they doesn't have, and he's telling you that they do have it. You're telling him what he has in his country.
What is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
So let's set the scene. It's early July, and I'm in Marrakesh. I've just checked into this hostel, and I'm sitting on one of these chairs here by the pool. So this young couple from Georgia sparks up a conversation with me. So the couple invite me up to the roof, this roof patio thing, to see the fireworks. So we end
Fireworks. There's going to be fireworks?
up on the roof terrace here, mingling with various nationalities. And the Americans are asking, does anyone know when the fireworks start? Everyone's a bit confused. Anyway,
Are they thinking there's fireworks in Marrakesh on the 4th of July? Is that what they're looking for?
it transpires that is the 4th of July, American Independence Day. We're in Morocco. There's maybe 10 of us all trying to explain to this American couple why they...
Yeah, the rest of the world doesn't celebrate Independence Day. They don't set up fireworks in Morocco to celebrate the 4th of July for the United States of America.
probably don't have fireworks for the 4th of July in Marrakesh, Morocco. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. Stay tuned for more.
I'm kind of curious. What is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
So, family vacation in Disneyland. Some guy hears us talking and says, "Hey, are you guys from Canada?" My dad goes, yeah, we're from Canada. And the guy's like, oh, okay. We can see he's like, clearly wants to ask something. And eventually he gets up the courage and he's like, so, what's it like down here? And my dad's like, oh, we like Disneyland. Yeah, it's cool. The guy goes, no, but like, what's it like driving? So my dad asks, well, what do you mean? And the guy goes, so do you get like cars at the border or how does that work?
No, they, well, according to yesterday's one, somebody think they ride polar bears or they ski or they have sleds. Maybe they have some caribou pull them to the border, and then you get a course on how to drive a car, and then maybe they take a bus or something. I don't know, but obviously since they don't have cars in Canada, clearly, and they live there. They live like they're Eskimos. They live like in igloos and things like that. Yeah.
So me, being the eternal jackass of my family, interject. I say, yeah, they got a little training spot at the border, and you trade in your sled dogs, and they look after them. There's like a fee or whatever.
Sled dog, yep.
But yeah, we get to drive and try it out. They even let me drive. I was like maybe 10 at the time. Then, no word of a lie, as my dad is expecting this random stranger to lose his mind, the stranger goes, wow, that Canadian education system is really great.
I'm kind of curious.
That's just, it's not difficult to go up to Canada and see things, how they do things. It's, we all have these, okay? All you need to do is type in information. Do they have cars in Canada? They said there's no such thing as a dumb question.
What is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
Yeah, I was a celebrity stylist for a denim company for a while, so I have quite a few of these. One time when I was in the States, having drunk nothing but coffee and an energy drink for a week, I fancied a cup of tea. I thought I'd stop at a little diner to make sure I could get what I wanted. And as I asked for my tea, she said, "You like it hot, right? With like milk and sugar?" Yeah, just, little dribble of milk and maybe one little spoon of sugar. Not in like a tall glass with ice and lemon or anything like that. No, boiling water, tea bag, a little sugar and a little bit of milk is perfect. Hun, that's coffee.
Yeah, tea can be made hot as well. That is true.
Okay. Just have a coffee.
Yeah, I can't blame you on that one, pal. That's just complete nut. Well, yeah, we may not serve hot. That's just.
I'm kind of curious. What is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
And the funny thing is, she's probably shaking his head. You won't believe what this guy said. He said, probably told her workmate, what this guy just tried to offer. They both probably said he wants coffee. Why is he calling it tea?
I'm an American that has recently moved to London, and I've had multiple American friends ask me what language they speak here.
English.
In England. One even asked me if I had to learn French to live here.
Well, to be fair, there is an accent, but Americans don't have accents, is what I learned yesterday in part 4. But yeah, very good. Very good.
In England.
I'm kind of curious. What is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
Oh, a little while back I made a video talking about how Australians hate the American accent, even though Americans seem to love the Australian accent, and I had multiple Americans in my comments saying things like, well, I guess I'll just never speak again. Yeah, that's the point, honey. Please shut up because you're really annoying. What made it even worse for them was the way that every single Australian either agreed with me or went, oh, I kind of like the accent, and then they got ripped into by every other Australian in the comments.
I'm not going to touch that one. I don't care about accents and things like that. But hey.
I'm curious. What is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
So before having an American driver's license, I only had my Danish one, and I had to use that at a store, at a Walmart. And the cashier looks at my Danish driver's license, and she goes, oh, where are you from? And me, I tell her, oh, I'm from Denmark. And she says, oh, where's that?
It's in Europe. It's in Northern Europe. Really north.
And I say, it's in Scandinavia.
Or Scandinavia works too.
And she goes, oh, where's that? And I tell her,
Yeah, clearly doesn't know where Scandinavia is, doesn't know where Denmark is, has no clue. Probably thinking, what state is Denmark? I've never heard of Denmark before. I mean, yeah, just brilliant here.
That's in Europe. And she goes, oh, so in Canada.
Yes, in Canada. Europe is in Canada. Good.
I did not know how to respond to that.
There's no way to respond to that. All you got to do is just say, yeah, I'm just agree. Yep, you got it. Good on you.
I'm kind of curious. What is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
So, keep in mind that I'm also American, but I was born and raised in Greece. So I was visiting my dad, who lives in the States, and one day we were eating breakfast with my uncle and my cousins. And one of my cousins, who was about 14 at the time, he turns around, dead serious, and he asks me, "Does Greece have oranges?" Why wouldn't Greece have oranges? What country doesn't have oranges? But I just turned around and told him, yes, we do have oranges. We also have orange juice.
Yeah, I don't know what to say to that. I mean, why would Greece not have oranges? That's a good question. I mean, like I said, there's no such thing as a bad question or a dumb question, but, come on, people.
I'm kind of curious. What is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you? Here's one of mine.
Okay, so I'm from Vancouver, where we have very fair weather. It gets really hot in the summer and only a little cold in the winter. But I'm in Cali for the first time, and these people are talking to us. They're flirting and whatever, and it's fun and whatnot. And they're like, "Oh, you're from Canada?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Oh my, congratulations! What does it feel like to wear shorts?"
Because it's winter all year long in Canada. You're always dressed up like an Eskimo. You live in an igloo. Dog sleds or caribou pull you around. You sometimes ride polar bears, as I understand it. Yeah, welcome to the summer. Welcome to the sun. Congratulations.
I was like, "Pardon?" Be like, "Isn't this your first time ever wearing shorts?" Literally, I wear shorts for 4 months of the year, people. This isn't my first time, but thanks.
I'm kind of curious. What is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
So when I was 16, I did an exchange program in the US from Brazil for 6 months.
Please don't tell me they didn't know they had internet in Brazil.
And I remember it was December time, and I was telling one of my friends how I had spoken to.
If it's December time and you're doing exchange, I believe in December in the Southern Hemisphere, that's the summer, and in the America, depending where you are, I don't know where you are in the United States.
My parents, and they were at the beach because it was really hot, and it was summer in Brazil at that time. And then she looked me straight in the eyes and asked me, "Oh, so is it July in Brazil now?"
No, it's still December in Brazil. They don't change the month no, it doesn't work like that. Just December, just when we're having winter up here in the north, they're having summer, and when we're having summer, they're having winter. It's just like that. That's no. The months stay the same all year round. Doesn't change by country. It doesn't mean that no.
I'm kind of curious. What is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
Okay, I'm an American, and I
nice to meet you, American.
actually am from New Mexico.
New Mexico.
And when I lived up in Illinois, every time I told people, "Hey, I'm from New Mexico," they'd be like, Did you get a green card?"
Yeah, because New Mexico is a part. Well, there's Old Mexico and there's New Mexico. Both are foreign countries, and you need a green card. That's the way it works. So there's an Old Mexico and there's a New Mexico. Both are foreign countries, and both you need a green card to travel or to work. Sorry, not you need a passport to travel. Green card to work. Yeah.
Are you here legally?
Yep. Crossed the border into Arizona and then made his way up to Illinois. Yeah. There you go.
What? New Mexico is the 5th largest state in America. You people need to go to school because you don't obviously know where anything is. Oh, and they also call me a wetback, so that's...
You're a wetback. Okay, well, I guess I can understand that, especially if you, since Old Mexico is a foreign country and you cross the border illegally, so. Fragile. New Mexico is a country, is in the United States, one of the 50 states, people. There's a star on the flag that represents it. New Mexico is in the United States.
Racist. Fun times.
I'm kind of curious. What is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
When I was in high school, I was asked, what language do you speak in England?
Well, that's absolutely, that's again, like some of these are culture, some of these are geography. He says, again, the New Mexico thing is just absolutely unreal that you don't know all the states in the union. Yeah. What's the dumbest thing an American has said to you, ever told you or ever said to you? Click like and subscribe. And thanks very much for watching. And we'll do more of these and shake all our heads.